watchers, my viewers, my fans, supporters, cheerleaders, everything. Good evening from Houston, Texas, United States of America. Yes, how you guys doing? It's Friday night. Thank God it's Friday. Just got off from the office and making it back, going back home. About to go back home. I decided to drop to say hello and wish you a great weekend. Yes, and I hope you guys had a productive day. I hope you had a productive day. Yes, this week was very busy for me personally. And you can see it is about 7:55 p.m. I'm going to be scampering back home and to get myself ready for the broadcast of the day tomorrow. We have two broadcasts we're going to make. One of them is why Nigeria will go to war against its own self. Yes, according to the Minister of Information for Nigeria, Mahmoud, whatever his name is. Yeah, he went to the Arab League. We already have a question about why Nigeria should be in an Arab League, and then he came back speaking to the world that Nigeria will go to war because of what is taking place. If what is taking place in the Middle East between the Israelis and the Palestinians, if that problem is not solved, that he thinks Nigerians will go to war. Yes, like a war between Christians and Muslims in Nigeria. Now the question is Nigeria an Arab country? So if Israel and the Palestinians are at war, why should Nigeria go to war? How is that our business? On individual basis, as an individual, I detest the mass murder of innocent and defenseless children in Gaza by Israel. And again, on another token, I detest that people will wake up because of whatever drives them, will go and target civilian population in Israel and destroy them. I don't like that. But the response by the Israeli government under a Hitler-like Benjamin Netanyahu was not the best. Yes. So that is where we have problems. So I am inspiring and calling on all of you to do us a favor by being part of that and to say seriously, thank you. The growth we have registered. Hey, Candy, how are you? How are you? Yeah, where am I from? I am broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, United States of America, but I am from Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria, but I've lived in this country for 30 years, nearly 30 years. Yes, I have paid a price being here, and I love America, and I want America to truly demonstrate leadership, in the global affair, with what is taking place around the world. I want America to step forward and lead with even hand, and lead with fairness, and lead with justice, and lead with openness, so that we can have peace. And I want an America that will have peace with Russia, and America that will have peace with the rest of the world. America that will be the defender of rights across the world. America that will stand as a neutral entity, as a global leader to ensure that the world does not cascade into another hell for the people of the world. I am hoping that Donald Trump will be an exemplary leader and then do justice. As an African, speaking on behalf of the people of Africa, I want an American president or American leadership or the leadership of America or and the world to be such that we now look at their policy, foreign policy in Africa, and start treating Africa with respect, the respect that it deserves. Africa has unapologetically over 45% of the Earth's resources, and yet Africa has some of the poorest people on the surface of this earth. So we want a world where Africa will be respected, We want a world where the people of Africa will have a greater say in what happens in their continent. So that is what we are looking forward to America to do. Yes, he love her. That is not America's job. We should only worry about the USA. All right. Maybe you are seeing that because you are speaking first. Yes, America first. That is great. I love that. I want America first because I live here too. I have my children here. I hold the citizenship of the United States too. Yeah, but I want an America that will be fair. America that we treat the rest of the world with respect. That is what we are saying. Well, we are not telling America not to be first because I live here too and I want America to be first. America has been fair to me. America has provided me a platform. America is a global conglomerate. That is what some people do not understand. You know what a global conglomerate is? Which means the whole world is the whole world is here in the United States. The whole world is here. Not only one world, not only one group. People from across the over 196 countries of the world are here in the United States. So, and that is why America should play a bigger role in ensuring that there is social and socio-economic justice everywhere on the surface of the earth. So, my brother, I love her. I want you to live outside the box. You know, don't be the one that is concentrated in here. All right? Yeah. So that is you are not speaking yet as somebody who understands what the word is supposed to be. So, but I'm not going to take you on that because as time goes on, I will continue to enlighten you until you start seeing. Most people, some people here, even in this country, United States, are so ignorant. And that ignorance is what drives them to extremely to doing crazy stuff. This is what we are saying. The word is represented here in the United States. So don't twist it. Everywhere, everybody in this country come from somewhere. So that is why we must not twist it. We want global peace. We want respect. If you cannot respect me, how do you want me to respect you? I will always continue to grumble and get angry. So respect, that's what God created us for. Yes, if you are a Christian, those who say they read the Ten Commandments, treat others as you wish. Treat others as you wish to be treated. I've been to more places in the world than you. We have a much better life than what you came from. That is your business. But you don't know how I live because you have no respect for people. If you have traveled to more places than you claim that you claim than I have done, and still you cannot learn anything from traveling is a part of education, then you have a problem. Do you understand? If you have traveled so what? I've been to so many places too. Everywhere I go, I learn something. I don't go to places disrespecting them. So that is what we are saying, Mr. I love herb. If you truly love herb, the real herb, you won't be speaking the way you are speaking. People should respect others. All right? Yes, I am not close-minded. It is you. What you are speaking, Mr. I love herb. That is why I am reacting the way I am reacting. Well, hey, listeners from other platforms, I'm speaking to somebody who is responding to my message right here on YouTube. Yes, you know, and some people need to be straightened out because ignorance is the greatest disease. Ignorance is what drives hate, and the energy that drives hate is so destructive. That is why we have people strapping bombs around themselves to go kill others, target innocent citizens and kill them, or bring about policies that will be so annihilating to people. We need global understanding. That is what we are looking for. All right? Yes, I come from a continent that has been a victim of 5 things. Mr. I love herb. I don't know where you come from. I come from a continent that has been a victim of slavery, a victim of colonialism, a victim of imperialism, a victim of apartheid, now being a victim of globalization. You won't understand my perspective because you perhaps come from that minority group that has always repressed the whole world. You are not going to understand what I'm talking about. You have not been at the receiving end. You don't understand how it feels. So that is why you have the audacity to speak the way you speak. But you don't matter anymore. So that is that's what we need a balance in the world. You don't own anything. One day you will die. You're not going to carry America with you to your grave. Then you're going to be answering questions where the Almighty will judge you. Yes, if you are one of those who clutch the Bible, because I see a lot of people who clutch Bible here, but they preach a direct opposite of whatever is in the Bible. They use the Bible to justify hate. They use the Bible to justify discrimination. They use the Bible to justify killing people. We don't want that anymore. So that is why we are there. So you go tonight when you go to bed, think about what I'm talking about, my brother or my sister. You love herb, right? Are you a Rasta? If you are a Rasta, you won't talk the way you are talking. If you are a Rasta, you show respect for others, regardless of where they come from, regardless of how low you think that they are before you. Yes. So nobody comes to any place. You go to Africa, we welcome to people in Africa. But people have taken advantage of Africa, rape the people, steal all their resources, create wars there, and then wish that we will continue to stay in that hell. And they come back and call it shithole. And you expect us to be quiet. What's wrong, my brother? Come on now. So that is what we want Donald Trump to demonstrate a stellar example as a leader in America. America is too important in the world. And that is why whoever leads the United States, we expect so much from him globally, not just Africa. We don't need money from America in Africa. Africans are not needing money. What they are asking for is respect. Yes, that is all. That is all. It's as simple as that. So don't talk us down. Don't disrespect us. We love this country. That is why a lot of us are here. We can live in a world without hate. We can live in a world that everybody will understand one another and still have more than enough to enjoy. There's so much on earth for all of us to enjoy. It's just those who drive corporations that create confusion and all this kind of hell that we have seen. We have seen more than enough of that. So the world must come to peace, and Donald Trump must lead and lead right. Starting from here, domestically in the United States, he must address the issue of healthcare delivery here because America is not doing well in healthcare delivery. A few corporations, a few insurance company will come and tell you when your time is on air to die, when you get sick. And nobody has been able to do anything about that. People tried in the past, they blocked them. So that is one Herculean thing that he has to do. Yes, global issue here that needs to be addressed. He has to address them and not address them with audacity. I am glad that he's a bold man who can do all these things if if he truly wants to do them. I am hoping, I'm giving him a benefit of doubt that he will do something about healthcare delivery in this country. Yes, I think that would go a long way in helping America be number one. In that area, America is not number one. Yeah, healthcare delivery, no. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. You live here. And then nobody has it. I have a daughter who had a serious ailment. I know how much it cost to bring her back. I know the hell we had to go through. So you don't understand. So nobody. So they give you the impression that some people hate America. Nobody. I don't. I live here. I hold the citizenship of this country. I have paid my done everything here, and I will continue to do. I will continue to advance the cause of America where it becomes most important. Yes. So please, the citizenship of America is not restricted to one person or one group of people. Yes, we are all here, and we want to see the country prosper. We don't want the criminals to destroy this country, because if they destroy America, they are destroying the whole world. So have that understanding and show respect for other people. I don't know the color of your skin. I don't know the color of your eyes, but the way you speak, it looks like you are one of those. I'm talking to Mr. I love Herb. So, the way you are reacting, The arrogance with which you are responding, it tells a lot about who you are. So we can stop. We need to drop all this. We need to drop all this and embrace one another. That is what the Almighty God expects of all of us. So I don't know what Bible you read or the Quran that you read. If you are reading the Bible and you come and disrespect others, you say you have been to other countries and you didn't learn anything from the hospitality in those places. You didn't learn, pick one or two. How did they treat you when you got there? Did they treat you like trash, like you don't matter, or you went there as an oppressor to oppress them? And you see, they will get angry. They will react the same way, you know. So, my brother, let's end that. The reason for this broadcast is to thank all our subscribers. I love Herb. I hope you subscribe to our channel. We need to see you. You know, we need to see more of you so we can talk and, you know, have this conversation, perhaps, that will change us and make us better global citizens here and beyond the shores of the United States of America. And you know the next topic that we're going to be talking about? Somebody sent me a message today that I need to talk about, but I was laughing when he got that message. It's about Donald Trump. Yeah, the president-elect of the United States. And that is going to be, I hope people will tune in to listen to that. Yeah. And the topic is why Donald Trump hates Africa. So, you know, that was a message, you know, a written message that somebody sent to me that Donald Trump allegedly made that statement. But I've been searching for resources, you know, to prove that he actually, I want to see it in video, not what anybody wrote. But I'm going to make that broadcast tomorrow. I hope you'll be there, you know, so we can all jointly talk about it. You know, when you occupy a leadership position, a lot of people throw stones at you. It doesn't, you know, they throw stones at me every day. People call me all kinds of names. It's all right. It's part of the whole thing. But we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. And I hope I would have an opportunity to personally interview President Donald Trump. So I'll be able to probe into him and ask him some very direct questions about statements that he allegedly made in the past, you know, on Africa and other parts of the world and people here. But hey, tomorrow I look forward to, you know, having a full house. You know, I know issues around that. Some very, very issues that touch people that want them to come and react. Yes, if we start talking to one another, we'll get better understanding. So once again, I thank all my followers, my subscribers, my fans, those who don't like what we do, but still they come and then, you know, lend their voice. We need that. We need that. We need that, you know, because that's the basis. We don't want everybody who agrees with us. We want to have a serious conversation, because without a conversation, we can't get anywhere. So that is where we are with this. Thank you very much for your loyalty. Thank you very much for everything that you have done to help us grow. We have grown phenomenally well on YouTube, and we are growing on Facebook, and we want you to continue, you know, to continue to respect us. I love her. You said you have not given a good reason for my tax dollars being given away overseas. Your tax dollars being given. Are you the only one paying taxes? I pay taxes. My money has been going overseas too. So you are not alone, you know, paying taxes. There are millions of other people, you know, from various backgrounds in the United States who pay taxes. You are not alone. What we must do in this country is to hold our leaders accountable. I am not President Biden. You know, President Biden was the one who took America to Ukraine. Yes, and then you remember, if you remember, I love Herb too. If you remember, a day after Donald Trump was elected, I made 3 demands. I sent a message that was broadcast here on YouTube and Facebook. I told him three things that he must do. One, withdraw the United States from NATO because NATO is gulping a lot of America's tax dollars. Yes, NATO is something that Imperial Britain put together, got some European countries involved, and then put it on the table for America to foot the bill. Yeah, they know how to manipulate the United States and its leaders to pay their bills. Yes, yeah, so America should not be fighting the war of NATO. That's what we are saying. And NATO is a racist organization. Yes, that is a bully, global bully that they use to bully small countries. Yes, those who, yes, are you on NATO? Do you love NATO? Do you want America to continue to fund that racist organization they call NATO? What do? They destabilize countries. Right? Look at what they did in Libya. I'm happy Donald Trump spoke about it. He was not happy about it. That is why we want him to come and sanitize NATO, remove America from NATO. He can put the money that they are paying to use to support NATO. He can bring it domestically to fund healthcare in America. Thank you, thank you. Now you are talking. Hey, I love help too. You and I are on the same page. I don't know why you are misunderstanding me. NATO is no good. What do? They screw America up. Yeah, that's what they do. They use America to fund their evil in any place they don't like. They come and play this NATO politics, and America will foot the bill. Yes, look at what happened in Libya. Remember? They killed the U.S. ambassador in Libya, destroyed the U.S. embassy in Libya. Who want that to happen in his country? Because one stupid French president called Sarkozy, Lord Obama. Yes, Obama, whose father is an Africa. They connived, put America dollar in there, and then destroy Libya because of one person. Yes. Well, you want a wall on the southern border, as you know, there is a. Well, I don't if that's what you want to do, if that's what Donald Trump wants to do, and he gets the approval of the Congress to do it, hey, he can do it. If that is what he means by America first, that is fine. I don't have any problem with that. But people should be given the opportunity to legally migrate to the United States, where they can make a living and contribute to the development and growth of the United States. That is what we have been. I came here as a professional. I didn't jump the fence. I came here legally as a professional. And I have given my bits to America. I've served the American people. I worked at the best hospital in this country, MD Anderson. I hope you are there. I touched a lot of lives here. Many American lives I touched, and I have been touching every day. So when you see some of us here, we didn't come here as beggars. Like most people think that every person who comes here as an immigrant is a beggar who came without anything. No, I came prepared, and I have done my best, and I'm still doing my best. Yes, and so that's how to do. Let's respect one another. All right, all right. I love her. I hope things. One thing, another thing that I'm going to suggest to the United States. Why do people come here? People see a lot of opportunities in this country, and truly so. People from other parts of the world, because of the lack of access to opportunities in their country, see this place as a heaven that they should migrate to. And where this is America is a great country. I'm telling you, I am not faking it. I have lived through it. Some of the opportunities that I had here, I would never have had in Nigeria with the way Nigeria is right now. So, and I'm thankful. A lot of Nigerians have contributed to doing great things in this country. So that is an inspiration, and we must never go unmentioned for our contributions here. America should do a lot better. America should do a lot better. Why do people come here? Why do people come here, do everything to come here illegally? Not many people are coming to want to come to Nigeria the way they come into the United States. Why? Is because there are opportunities here. Now, who are those who come to Africa with all the massive resources there? They are the corporations who come and steal from us and bring them here. So you see, and they don't build anything in those places. So if I was a president of the United States and I want to really stem the tide of people flowing into this country, I will develop an economic blueprint that will make heavy investments in those places, provide access to job opportunities for them, well-paying jobs that will keep them in their countries. Then we still make money. Win-win situation. The people have jobs there. There are things flowing back here into the United States. The military option is too harsh. So that is why some of us were asking questions. We can do this with common sense. We can do this with respect. We can do this with dignity. That is what we are saying. But all and well, Donald Trump is going to become president of the United States in January. How he runs his administration will be up to him. But we as a people, yes, Nigeria has oil. Nigeria has gold. Nigeria is a very wealthy country. It is only wealthy in the name. The wealth of Nigeria is not translating to anything for the people in Nigeria. That is the problem. The government in Nigeria is so corrupt. And guess what? America is responsible, and under Joe Biden, supporting a criminal leading Nigeria. The West, America does not, especially under Joe Biden. So I'm looking forward to see what Donald Trump is going to do differently, especially in Nigeria. Joe Biden, that was why I told him, and I'm happy the Democrats were able to pressure him to remove himself from the race. I think they would have lost so worse than they did with Pamela Harris. I am telling you, because of what America under Joe Biden did in Nigeria to keep a criminal, to allow a criminal become president of Nigeria, because it served his interest. All right? It served their interest. They never want the best for Africa. They never want the best to be the leader of Africa. They want Africa in the hands of puppets that they can push around and manipulate however they want, because they have bad criminal record. Yes, as you may know, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the rogue president of Nigeria as we speak, he was living in Indiana. He was a drug dealer. Yeah, did you hear that? He was selling drugs in Gary, Indiana. He contributed immensely to the destruction of Gary, Indiana, United States of America. But what did the United States under Joe Biden do? They allow him become president. They allow him become president. Even with access to his criminal record here, they made it impossible for the FBI to completely release his criminal record. Yes. They know he's a certificate forger. They know that he is an identity thief. But they still went ahead. So a lot of Nigerians were angry. So we want to see how Donald Trump will deal with Bola Tinubu, how Donald Trump, what policy he will have on Africa. I know Donald Trump is a straight talker. He talks from his heart. That's one thing I like him for. He speaks the way he thinks. Right? He's not a politician. Politicians are liars. Yes. No, I'm not asking you to do anything. So what we are saying, America is not supposed to be a world police. But sometimes America plays the role of the world police, and they don't play it right, depending on who is in power. So what we are saying is, I was only reporting to you what Joe Biden did to allow a criminal become president of Nigeria. So why did they come? Why did they come to Africa? Why did they come to Nigeria as election monitors? I was so happy to see that. I was looking for Nigerian election monitors in the United States last week when we had the election here. I didn't see any monitor from Africa. But whenever there is an election in an African country, the United States will send monitors. European Union will send monitors. Everybody will send monitors. So it makes us look like we are these little kids who don't know what we are doing, who are learning. We are still in school, that we are not graduating. And, you know, if you put someone like me in power in Nigeria, I will stop that nonsense. I will stop that nonsense. I will not allow any foreign monitor into Nigeria to come and monitor election that we can organize by ourselves. They are the ones who makes it impossible for us to have credible elections. They will come and hold critical views after the elections are over, but they never follow through. So we don't want that. If you listen to my broadcast yesterday, I asked a question. Why are American African construction companies not building roads in the United States? Why are African energy companies not providing electricity in the United States? You know what that means? It means that for a very long time, since over nearly 70 years, Africans have not been thinking. Nobody is asking those critical questions. But go to Nigeria, road construction companies, there are American construction companies, there are Chinese construction companies, there are German construction companies, there are construction companies built even from China. They say they claim they are helping Africa building infrastructure. That is what we want to see an end to. And the reason this happened is because of the quality of leadership we have in Africa. And who made this possible? Because Imperial Europe want puppets as leaders of Africa. Puppets that they can manipulate, puppets that they can intimidate, puppets who cannot stand up to them to ask them questions. People who cannot stand head to head and toe to toe with them as leaders of their countries. That is the question. You see where the policy is supposed to be changing so that everybody will be where they are and we all will be in peace. But when some people come and exploit Africa and take everything away, the people are bound to chase what was taken away from them. So that is why we are saying, we are suggesting in a new way of doing business. Let us respect one another. If we respect the sovereignty of Africa and its countries, I think we'll be a better dealer and we'll have better relationship with one another. That is what it is. Hey, Mr. I love her. I love him. We are going to have to agree on that. Maybe I am not explaining it well in a manner that we will understand. If you are my friend, I would not want to be taken from you every day. All right? And I'm sure me asking you every day for help, you're going to get tired of me. So what do? You inspire me to be on my own so I can do things for myself. That is what Africa needs right now. People come into Africa to steal from Africa. They steal everything from Africa and then come back and throw trash at Africa and they say they are giving Africa AIDS. We are poor. I know that Africa is poor. Africa is not poor. Africa is so rich. We need institutions. We need good leadership. Like we have it. We have systems. We want systems that can support good leadership like it is here in the United States. And that is why we do everything possible to ensure that they don't destroy this country. It's as simple as that, my brother. Okay, respecting the sovereignty of Africa means allowing them to make their own choices and their own deals with China, Europe. Great, that is what we are asking for. I tell you, if that happens, you will see fewer Africans wanting to migrate here. I'm telling you. You will see fewer Africans. If it happens in Mexico, you will see fewer Mexicans wanting to cross the Mexican border here into the United States. And then you will see a win-win situation where there will be healthy competition. You know, African products are not allowed in, they don't have the access that other countries have, you know, for their products to compete. So all they do is dump into Africa. So this is the 21st century. It should be a century of respect for one another. So I'm hoping that you will understand that. Now we are turning this broadcast into something. We are letting the cats out of the bags of some of the things we'll be talking later. But I hope you join me tomorrow, so we can talk. And maybe along the line, I want to give you a one-on-one interview. Let's talk about this thing so that, people from around the world will be listening to us, have this very, very important discussion. Yes, Africa has a lot of talents. They need those talents need a channel to come out for the good of the whole world. It's a simple thing. So, my brother, much love to you, man. I love that. I don't have any problem with you. I hope you know that. We are having a healthy conversation. Sometimes I don't know enough. You can educate me about why I should change my mind about certain things. And then you should be open to, to listening to other people's perspective. Because coming from the standpoint of an African, if you are born in Africa, it's like you are condemned to death. You won't understand it from our own perspective, you know. Yeah, because of things that are happening in that place. So that is why you see people like me taking the driver's seat and trying to change minds at home. And it is risky. As I speak to you right now, as if I step my feet into Nigeria, I will be arrested. Why? Because I am speaking what nobody is speaking to the corrupt leadership there. You understand? Yeah, but somebody has to do it. Countries are liberated through patriotic citizens. So that is how things are. So yes, he said, I am hiring offshore help. Okay, and I have some really qualified candidates from Nigeria, but I'm afraid to hire anybody from Nigeria because all of the scams that come out of there. Hey, my brother, let me tell you, Mister, I love her. No, you are wrong. Very, very wrong. Majority of Nigerians are very good people. If you want to hire a Nigerian and he's qualified, go ahead and hire him. And you'll be surprised that he will be your best asset. We don't play with a job. The lousy few Nigerians that are scamming people are people who have no moral fabric, and they are very few. But sadly, those are the type of people that CNN and the American mainstream media will highlight. They won't highlight people like me for what I am doing. I am happy that you discovered me here through YouTube. There are millions of Nigerians who are doing great things. There are millions of Nigerians who are doing exceptional things here in the United States. The doctor who delivered a baby, who actually performed the only recorded surgery, heart surgery, performed on a baby in utero, was a Nigerian. It's a Nigerian. It's not was. He's the only one who the very first one who did it. Yes. So imagine if that person was prevented from coming into this country. There wouldn't have been any person who make that feat. I'm sure you know that. It's in Houston here. It took place here. Yes. It's a doctor, Nigerian doctor, who performed the first heart surgery. Yeah, on a baby that is in his mom's womb. And then placed the baby back. And then he was delivered successfully. Yes, it was a Nigerian. There are many Nigerians working in Pentagon, doing all those crazy things. But who takes the credit? The United States. They will not talk about the background of that person. Yeah. Philip Emegwali, the computer, why computers talk to each other, the internet. The guy who made it happen was a Nigerian or is a Nigerian. But you don't hear much about him. Who do you hear? You hear about Mark Zuckerberg. All right? Because for some reason, maybe because he's black, nobody is talking about it. Because he's Nigerian, nobody is talking about it. He was the one, the father of the internet, Philip Emegwali. If you don't know him, search for Philip Emegwali, the Nigerian whiz kid that made the internet. Go search to make it easier. The fathers of the internet. You're gonna see. That's the guy. When Bill Clinton came to Nigeria when he was president, yes, he mentioned him at the Nigeria's National Assembly. Yeah, but unfortunately, the painful thing The painful thing about what Nigeria has become is that, as good as I believe that I am, when I go there, they will not allow me in there because they know that I'm going to make an exceptional difference. If care is not taken, they will kill you. And why do all these things happen? They have imperial powers backing them. Imperial powers that do not want Africa to move forward. Yes. He practiced in the United States. The cardiologist here, he did it here. In the United States. Go and search. There is another one in Nevada. Many of them, not just one, many. Nigerians are performing feats. And you want to hear something? Nigerians are the single most educated ethnic group here in the United States. Yes, your country say it. Yes, our country say it. So don't, my friend, if you have a Nigerian applying for a job in your company, I'm sure from what you are saying, you own an engineering company doing offshore oil business. Hire him and then come back and thank me later. Nigerian, a scammer will not be an engineer. A good scammer, a scammer is a lazy ass idiot who doesn't want to do anything. It's not, engineering is none of his business. So don't be afraid. If any Nigerian is involved, or you are in the process of hiring someone, for whatever position that you want him in your company, please don't hesitate. Hire him, and you will thank me later. And for real. In the whole of Texas Department of Criminal Justice, I am telling you, nearly 60% of the workforce are Nigerians. Yes, in the prison systems here. And we don't have any case of anybody complaining about what they did wrong. They hire them because they are dependable. They hire them because they are reliable. They hire them because they are excellent workers. So, you never make any mistake hiring a Nigerian. Yeah, and I don't want to believe that you are doing something wrong. So, my friend, hire those Nigerians. If you have more than one position for them, hire them, and you will never regret it. And one thing about Nigerians is some of them are very outspoken. They are going to tell you truth. And I hope you'll be ready to listen to that, especially when it comes to professional thing. If they think that your company will benefit from doing certain things some kind of ways, listen to them and then work with them and see how it goes. So I look forward to you telling me that you will hire some Nigerian. You feel bad the most qualified guy is begging for the job. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Yes, the reason why it is like that is because, well, I cannot tell you how you can hire in your company, but I would think that you subject people to some kind of test to ensure that you are hiring the right person who is truly qualified to do the job. We have no man, Mr. I love her. Don't do that. Not a real person. So, do I come away like a fraudster to you? Do you know what I face here? Do you know you want me to talk to you about something that happened to me personally because of the way they scapegoat Nigerians, because of the stereotype that they have over Nigerians? Now, let me tell you something about me. And I'm going to share that. I'm actually writing a book on that. My experience with FBI in the United States. Yes, after the 9/11 terrorist attack. My business involved me traveling around the United States. There's no state except two. The only two states I've never been to in the United States is Hawaii and Alaska. But you name any other state in this country, I have been there. Now, what was my trouble? A friend of mine came from Nigeria. When we were in Nigeria, we studied geography, world geography. We studied Galveston. So he came and told me he wanted to go to Galveston. He came with his family on vacation here. And then we went to Galveston. We had fun. We went to the beaches. We took a lot of pictures. And then, we returned home. Guess what? In the morning the following day, the FBI was at my house. In fact, they slept in front of my driveway. As early as 6 a.m., they knocked, and we opened the door. My wife opened the door and asked me, said, FBI is in our house. What did you do? What did you do? Because I know that I'm not a criminal. I was so like, why are you asking me this? Then we allowed them in. One of them was black. The other one was white. The white guy was so nasty. He was so disrespectful. So I told him, no, man, you are in my house. I am not a criminal. You should treat me with respect and dignity. So the black guy jumped in, and I asked him, because he was asking me some kind of question. Where were you? Where were you so and so day? I said, like, can you give me a specific? That was when the black guy came and said, were you in Galveston yesterday? I said, yes. Oh, is this the reason why you are here? They said, yes. And I said, okay, what can we do? Yes. So I said, they started asking me questions about how I came into this country, which airport did I land, and what next, another, until they got to the final question. Then I offered them the camera. I said, all the pictures that we took are in the camera. I thought it was a joke. He said, no, we don't need it. We are just happy because of what happened in our country, and we are following through, to ensure that you are not a person, a suspect or stuff like that. So they were suspecting me of terrorism. All right? You know what happened to me? For nearly 10 years, my green card was seized. So that is why I'm talking with smoke coming out of my mouth. I was investigated for 10 years. Everywhere I went, my picture was there, were taken. When I'm driving, they take pictures of me. They followed me with satellite everywhere in this country until the last day of 2008. That was when they called me and told me that they had cleared me. We are sorry. And then they were ready to release my green card that same day. And I told the woman, no, I'm not coming. It's the last day of the year. And she insisted. He said that she has a mandate to release my green card to me. I said, but this is the last day of the year. I won't talk about the green card until the following year. And you know what? They delivered my green card through a special means. It was like the woman was on fire to deliver my green card. And then that experience is what inspires me a lot, to do what I'm doing and to be the face of Nigeria, here in the United States. I am doing much more. I don't know if the ambassador of Nigeria is doing anything as much as I do on behalf of Nigerians here. And then talking about the image of Nigeria. Yes. So that is why, that was how I met Senator John Cornyn. Good man. Senator John Cornyn, very good man. My wife called him to tell him the problem I was having. You know what this man did? He came from Washington to Houston to personally interview me. I gave him all my immigration documents. And he said, okay, I'm going to take these things with me to Washington. While he was there, he called back to tell me, Smart, I've observed, I've done some background check on you. You are a good man. Yeah, you are a very good man. But, I cannot influence the outcome of this investigation. It's going to run its course. I don't know how long it's going to take because FBI is involved. I cannot influence it. Nobody can influence it. Your file is on the desk of the President of the United States, George Bush then. Yes. So he said, but you can go about your business. The only thing is you are not allowed to travel outside the country. Yes. I was so happy. I was so happy with him. A senator in Nigeria cannot do that for anybody. You won't even see him. That humility that John Cornyn demonstrated before a small person like me, inspired me into a race to the Senate of Nigeria in 2019. And hoping that I would be given an opportunity to do something different. If I was a senator in Nigeria from 2019 to today, some of the things that are happening in Nigeria will never have happened. I will have the audacity and the guts to challenge the system. Yeah, but that did not happen. They did not allow me. So I have to take a detour to start doing what I'm doing right now. I'm not scared of anyone. I'm not scared of anyone anywhere. Yes. So the business I was doing, you asked about the business I was doing. I was into textbook distribution and procurement. I travel around this country. I was most times more than 90% in the air, traveling everywhere in this country. Yeah, great country, beautiful country. Yes. So if I was suspicious, they were suspicious about me. I told you what happened unless you were not listening. We went to Galveston. I took pictures. They said I was taking pictures of tall buildings. And you know what taking pictures of tall buildings in America means at that time? Like I was surveying for terrorists to hit America. Why will I do that? I have 3 children, beautiful children born here. I wouldn't do that. But I wasn't even an Arab. My name was not Arabic, nothing. Yes, for that reason, I was bumped off planes. I was such like a criminal in airports across this country. As we speak right now, I hate flying. I don't, to prepare to fly makes me so sick. It's disgusting. And whenever I have to travel to Nigeria from here, I have to mentally get myself ready to go through all those security checks that they do. Yes. I remember the last one when they bumped me off of a plane traveling from Lubbock to Houston. It was so bad. I was so badly treated. But hey, they had to do their job. I missed the flight. They bumped me off of the plane, put me in another flight 4 hours later. I got to Dallas. They threw me out when it was in the morning for me to fly back to Houston. It looks like some people wanted me to get angry so that they will find a reason to arrest me. So that's how bad it was. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Do I look like a criminal doing this? That is why. See, this scapegoating of Nigerians should stop. Any Nigerian who is found wanting here should be punished. They should punish them as criminals, not as Nigerians. But what we suffer is that they punish all of us as Nigerians. So that is why I've taken this job that I am doing to put an end to it. And that is why I am standing out challenging the rogue, a rogue who had sold drugs here in America, a rogue, yeah, becoming the president of Nigeria, a terrorist becoming the vice president of Nigeria. Joe Biden could not do anything. And it's not like they don't have their records. They have their records. And this is why we are expecting Donald Trump to do something differently, especially how the United States interface and relates with Africa, especially Nigeria. We are looking forward, seriously. This is one of those very interesting moments in our lives and in our relationship. It is. This is a very interesting time, and I'm happy to be alive, to be seeing all that is playing out right now, how the world is becoming something else. I hope Donald Trump will be one man who will work with Putin and the rest of the world leaders to actually steady the world so that some people will not burn it down. So it is very important, that we have this conversation. So my friend, I would love you to, Yes, I'm working harder than the Nigerian ambassador here. They just come here and stay and make money. They don't do anything for Nigerians. Since Nigerians will be killed here, you don't hear any statement from the Nigerian ambassador. No, nothing. You never hear. Have you heard any Nigerian ambassador being interviewed by CNN here? or any of the mainstream media here. Do you hear them? You never hear them. The only time we see them sometimes if there's a party in Houston, they will come and have fun with Nigerians and go away. They don't do the job for which they are appointed. They don't even know what they are doing. It's some of us who are citizenship, who have U.S. citizenship, that we tell them we do their work. I've taught in classes, in university classes here, teach people here about what the true position of Nigeria is. Yes. So that is where I am. So we can make things happen. We can smoothen our relationship. I don't support criminals from Nigeria. Whenever I see them punished, I love that. America should punish them. Don't punish them because they are Nigeria. Punish them because they are criminals. Don't scapegoat the whole of Nigeria. Don't, write off a whole country because of the crime of a few people. But you don't highlight the great people who are from Nigeria doing great things in this country. So we need to have that stop. I guess that is why we are here. That is why we have this channel to interface with the world. So we give the world a better perspective, a balanced perspective of what Nigeria is. And from the standpoint of somebody being here too. So, hey, it's a great moment here. I'm so happy to have connected with you. You have to remember the U.S. Embassy in Africa under Clinton. So they have reasons to be suspicious. Well, if we go into that, Bill Clinton under him, what happened in Rwanda? I hope you didn't forget. America had all the opportunity to stop, to prevent, to avert the disaster that killed over 1 million Rwandese. But they did not do anything. They allowed those people perish. So this is what we should, work towards. I think Donald Trump will have a good, perhaps I believe he will have a better way of dealing with the rest of the world, especially Africa and what is taking place there. We don't want money from anybody because we have more than enough. We want the leadership that can take Africa away from the hell it is right now. Yes. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right, thank you, my father. All right, thank you. Okay, your son wants to go and wrestle you. Okay. All right, please, don't forget, please, hire the Nigerian. The reason we do what we do sometimes, like you said that the guy is most qualified, but he's begging for the job. That is a cultural thing. It's not like he really begging like that. It's our culture of respect. And he wants to prove to you that he can do the job. So don't look at it as anything. Don't look at it from that suspicious angle that he's going to want to hurt your company. He wants to work, make a living, and perhaps do something that you will like. Give him a try. Give him a chance, and then call me later and thank me that you made the right decision. Good night. Hey, the people of the world, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me tonight. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed, to help us grow the way we are growing. And then most importantly, organically. We are not here to rent crowd, to buy crowd. We are not, even if it is 1,000 people, quality 1,000 people, and that has been the trajectory of our growth. And I really sincerely and deeply appreciate you and all my associates, those who work closely with me to ensure that our message is being distributed. Victoria Jadu, thank you very much from Facebook. I appreciate all that you can do. Hey, hi, Trevor. How are you, Trevor? All right. It's nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Your dad is a very good man. And hey, I love him, man. I would love to really talk to you. Well, let's find a way to connect. You are a good guy. You understand what's going on, and we should have a better relationship, coming out of this. All right, so have a great night with Trevor, your son. Bye for now. Yeah, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere, YouTube, and all those who subscribed. Thank you very much for making this evening very, very memorable. Good night, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.